Hey, what's happening? Welcome to the Mega64 Podcast. We're doing this on a Monday. It was Easter Sunday, so we couldn't do it live then because obviously we were all at church, packing in the churches, getting ready to celebrate He is risen.
Not me.
We were.
I went to the mall.
Oh,
yeah. Paid that bunny a visit. Sat on his lap, took a photo.
Hell yeah.
Looked for the eggs. I was the only one there, actually, so it was very nice.
Okay.
Very.
You got all the eggs.
Well, it was like me. It was like me and like 200 other people, but compared to what the mall usually has thousands, so it felt like I was the only one there.
Well, that's nothing like where I was at. I was at Foothills Christian Fellowship. Shout out, we were shoulder to shoulder in those pews.
Right.
I was doing communion. We all, as we always do, we accept the blood of Christ, and we all drank from the same cup.
Too. And then I thought to myself, you know who needs the blood of Christ the most? The people who can't go to church because they're at the hospital. So then that's where I went after the mall. I had all my Easter eggs and I'd collected them all. I was handing them out left and right, kissing them for good luck, handing them to people. It was magical. It was very spiritual. It was in the sense of Jesus.
Yeah. I think we're all pretty much on the same page. Sean, what church did you end up congregating? Share your religion. Go ahead.
No, I was at Shadow Hills.
Nice.
And real nice. And we didn't drink. We didn't do the communion. We don't do that there, but we did.
That's a Catholic thing, so that's understandable.
Right. We drank holy water, though. Nice. We just started spraying in people's mouths with the same bottle.
Yeah,
nice.
Cool.
Because we realized you can't get sick with holy water. It's holy.
Yeah.
So
it's like an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
They get rid of. They pray away the bacteria and the bad shit.
Yeah, it's incapable of having a virus on it.
Yeah. So again. Very safe.
I went down to the 7 and we just sang. We sang hymns. It's a kind of a singing. It's a singing gospel. So I took. They kind of recommended everyone take their masks off and really belt it out. So we all just lined those pews and sang at the top of our lungs.
Yeah,
masks off.
You guys,
fuck it.
Shit, I didn't even think about the sickness thing.
Oh
no! I thought that was over.
Fuck!
Is this still?
Yeah, by Easter.
I was told Easter is fine.
Yeah, Trump said by Easter.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk. This is not.
Okay, let's get real for a minute.
This is not a fucking bit.
Okay, the bit's over.
I swear, I saw an interview with Trump where he's talked about wouldn't it be nice to see the churches packed by Easter? Wouldn't it be nice to everything was back to normal by then? And he said he kept bringing up his goal was like the 19th. And he kept bringing up Easter and the 19th. So I thought that's when Easter was. And so it was Saturday, and my parents were sad texting me I wish we could have all the family together on Easter tomorrow. I was like, Easter tomorrow? What? I thought it was the next weekend. So I didn't hide any.
Lost in the Trump sauce. You gotta get your information from a more reliable source.
Yeah, literally anywhere else. You can talk to Sawyer next time if you want. She'll let you know.
I don't know. He's the president, man. I trust him. I trust the president a lot more than your daughter.
Sure. No, little 10-year-old girls are better at telling you when Easter is.
I will tell you this.
That might be true.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you want to know where Easter is or when it is, talk to my little kids. They know.
Now I do have to, Easter. We all obviously. Well, first of all, let's get this out of the way.
Okay.
Really? Did anything change for you? Obviously, other than the congregation, the Great Hall. Did you do anything? I mean, was it a different day for you, or how was it for you?
My mom came by.
Okay.
And stood 6 feet away from my front door so she could say hi. And it was probably the best Easter I've ever had because it was a 15-minute conversation with my mom, and then I was done.
Yeah.
And
that's great.
No dinner, no. Am I the only one who already doesn't really care for Easter to begin with? This is the worst holiday. I'm gonna go on record. Easter is the worst holiday,
dude.
I like Easter. I've always liked Easter.
I like it too. For us, again, we're all big Italian Catholic family, it really was a second Christmas for us. Like that, it was always a big deal. So this was kind of hard for us.
I'm Catholic, and I used to go to church every Sunday. I went to religious school, and they'd always try to sell us on this fallacy that Easter is more important than Christmas. Did you ever get that in Catholic church?
Yes.
Easter is more important than Christmas.
Oh, they would tell us, they were like, well, Christmas is a huge deal, but really, if you think about it, Easter kind of should be even bigger. We always had a huge blowout for Easter.
They would say, Christmas was the day Jesus was born.
Yeah.
But Easter was the day he came back from the dead, performed his greatest miracle.
Yeah.
And then
all of us were born. Not just anyone can do the, Easter shit.
Yeah. Which, by the way, side tangent, you always get that story, but I feel like they're not doing that story justice, because if they include all the details of the Easter story, it becomes way more badass, and you'd probably have more people interested in this Jesus guy, right?
How so?
They say, oh, Easter was the day he came back to life, and then they just leave it at that. They don't talk about, yo, we fucking killed this guy. We buried him under a giant rock. Easter was the day he used his magneto power to cast the rock aside. He emerged from this cave. The wounds were healed. Wolverine style. That's 2 X-Men in 1.
Yeah.
Then he walks around. Y'all thought I was dead. Y'all fucked up. I'm back. Phoenix style. 3 X-Men in 1. Then what does Jesus do? Does he hang around and say, I'm going to keep running my church? Fuck that. He rocket blasts off the planet straight up into space.
Yeah.
He literally rocket blasted into space. They call it the Ascension of Christ, into a distant galaxy filled with ghosts and spirits known as heaven. He somehow got there by flying through space. It's such an amazing story.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is what Easter celebrates.
Stan Lee
Let me tell you something real quick. I never went to church as a kid. My grandma was Catholic. My dad,
blasphemer.
That wasn't our thing. Wasn't our thing. Never heard that story. I've heard it, whatever. But the way you just told it, that if I was a kid, I'd be way more into that.
Hey,
that is exactly what I'm saying. They don't give you the good stuff.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to stand up for Mel Gibson for a second.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm getting a signal from Kevin to cut this segment.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know. No, but see, that's what he was trying to show in The Passion of the Christ, is how bad did we fuck this guy up? How bad did we put him through like jackass style stunts?
Take the licking, keeps on ticking.
Yeah, but did you guys ever hear the treatment? People laughed. They saw the headline and they laughed. But did you ever hear the treatment for, he was working on, I mean, it's paused now, but he was working on the Passion of the Christ sequel. Did you hear about this?
I did hear about that.
It sounds like a joke, but he really was like, I want to revisit that, and I want to do a movie about his descent into hell and back on the way to his rising. Like like the Passion, he died.
Yeah,
I want to show his descent into hell and back to rise again.
It's called the harrowing of hell. The harrowing of hell.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
something like
Sean, are you in or what? Are we doing
guys,
midnight showing?
I am in. Let's go. I think
that
cool
story.
Now.
Why do I know these Bible stories? I don't know. I guess I went to a good church.
I guess so.
Technically, if you aren't Christian, you don't follow Jesus, you have to go to hell.
What about
all the good? Yeah, them's the rules. What about all the good people that lived before Jesus lived? What about Homer and all the Greeks?
They are fucked.
They were fucked, and they were in hell. But Jesus said, you know what? Those are good people in hell, and I'm going to go rescue them. So that's what that story's about. He goes down into hell, and he finds all the good people, and he's like, you don't belong here. You never had a chance. I wasn't even around when you died. Come on, free pass to heaven.
I'm going to say, I believe that he's going to come back and do that again round 2, and then he'll get me out of hell and be like, hey, this guy was cool, pretty funny.
Yeah.
You can go up.
He's going to get you out of that house.
Somebody in the chat made a good comment. That sounds like Prison Break. Jesus pulled a Prison Break.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, in all honesty, real talk, if that movie gets made, I'm really like, I know The Passion is not the easiest watch. I'm gonna go ahead and say that on
it
record.
wasn't. I didn't like it.
It's not the easiest watch. I will say I like that movie because it set out to film something that had not been filmed, and he's like, hey, you know what? The last 12 hours of this guy's life, no one's done it so literally. Everyone's afraid to do it. I'm going to do it. So I appreciate that it exists. However, why I'm way down with the new one is, normally when you see, I'm going to be real, when you see a preview or you hear about a Christian movie coming out, you groan. You go like, oh, this is going to...
It's starring Kirk Cameron.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be
because it's going to be fluff.
Yeah.
Unrealistic BS.
And on top of all that, low budget,
Yeah.
But
right.
The Passion is now a proven thing. Like, they put that out and it made $1 billion. I know that if Mr. Gibson walks in and goes, all right, we're doing it, and it's going to be his descent into hell and back and all that, it's proven it's going to get funded, and it's going to be probably a huge... It's just so rare. See, I love to see the stuff that doesn't get normally made. I love to see stuff that exists outside the box. The fact that this will probably get approved for a huge budget, a big budget movie about Jesus Christ going into hell to do all that, when else would that be made? You know what I mean? Like that, why would that exist otherwise? So I'm in.
Dante's Inferno shit.
Jesus needs to be a brown guy. We need... Who's that actor who played Saeed on Lost? That guy needs to be Jesus.
We need historically accurate actors.
Yeah.
We need historically accurate. What's this James Caviezel shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim,
that's why
you're
I
out. Naveen Andrews,
sorry,
you're
Jim.
in.
Yeah.
I didn't like Passion of the Christ. I didn't like that movie.
I did not like it either.
Because I felt like it felt like a low budget movie to me. I had no problem with the story or the content. I didn't like the way it was filmed, personally.
Yeah, I think it was still relatively low budget. I'm just saying, like, if they do a follow-up to it, I think they would be able to get it approved.
I remember watching that movie feeling like every shot was what we have going on in this conference call right here. The camera's like this far away from Jesus.
And
the whole time. I remember watching that movie thinking, like, could we cut to a wide shot? Can I see this city? Can I see wherever we are, wherever we are?
Yeah.
Where did that movie take place? I don't know. But I wanted to see, like, kind of this sprawling world, and I felt like everything was very intimate and close up. And after 2 hours of seeing a guy get whipped from, like, 2 feet away, I'm like, can we get some breathing room here?
That's so funny that you mentioned that because it's been so long. It's been, I think, like 15, 16 years since it came out. Yeah. And I remember specifically, Derek, I saw it once and I saw it with somebody else or whatever. And then I went with you guys. I remember, so I saw it twice in theaters. I can't believe that. I don't remember.
Big fan of the
I loved it.
Yeah, I endured that twice. But anyway, I remember specifically seeing it with you, Derek. And when it was over, you walked out and went, did they forget to do wide shots in this movie? Yeah. Like, you literally walked out and were like, there was no wide shots in that.
I think there were like 1 or 2. Where they just cut to a wide, like, you see multiple people in the same shot. There was like 2 of them.
Yeah.
I think that, well, whatever. Passion of the Christ, everybody already has an opinion. I don't need to give mine.
I like Apocalypto quite a bit better.
I did. Well,
I'm with you, Garrett.
I like Apocalypto.
I think so too. Plus, you don't know how Apocalypto is going to end, you know?
True.
Yeah. I know what's happening.
Passion of the Christ, you get the gist. You know where
I know what happens to Jesus at the end of the book.
I know it's been forever, but I'm so fucking tired of hearing, did you know that Mel Gibson was the one who was holding the stake? That it's like, I don't fucking care.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
He's holding the nail.
Shut up.
I didn't know that. I never heard that before. Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could give you that. I don't know how you missed it because that's all I could ever hear. It's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
So Mel Gibson killed Jesus.
Yeah, he was the one. And look what it did to his career. So don't do that. Don't tell Jesus.
Teflon, dude. Mel bounced back from all that shit.
That guy, Jim Caviezel was in. Oh yeah.
You know what? You go.
It's that I don't really want to talk with you, actually. No, Jim Caviezel was in. You can't say he didn't have a good career after that because he was in Person of Interest, which was a good show, and
never saw a single minute of that show.
Never even heard of it. You're the only one, I guess. And he was in the big role. Ready? Was the prison warden in Escape Plan with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. He ran the fucked up prison.
Great! Nice. Wow, hell yeah!
So it was like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Jim Caviezel. Who's gonna win?
Yeah, oh shit! I'm gonna spoil the movie. They win.
Hey, don't spoil it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Bad. I think this Jim Caviezel guy is gonna take on Sylvester Stallone and Arnold. No problem.
I honestly think he's a good actor, though. Did you guys ever see Frequency?
Yeah, that movie's good.
I remember liking that.
Sorry, that movie was good when I was in high school. I can't tell you if it's
that's what I was going to say. When I was in high school,
who was he in Frequency? I thought it was somebody else.
He was the younger guy or whatever. Is he talking to his dad?
Yeah, he's talking to his. Yeah.
It's a movie for people out there who haven't seen it. It's a movie where someone talks over the radio to someone in another time.
Oh, he's the dad.
Right? He's the adult talking to his dad.
Oh, he's the guy making the calls?
Yes.
I thought that was like Bill Pullman in that movie.
No.
I've seen Frequency, and I like that movie. It's just been a while.
Yeah, again, a while.
That and the movie, like, what was the movie, like Frailty or something, like with an
Frailty is with Bill Pullman, and that movie rules.
Yeah, so that I saw movies like the same day, and so like it's that era of like, are those movies good? I remember liking them, but I have no idea if they're good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's movies that are like that when then I revisit them and I go, oh, my high school brain thought this was the great.
I thought this was like super edgy.
Dennis Quaid.
That's yes.
Yeah. Frequency's pretty good. Frailty might be better. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Frailty better than Frequency. But it's up for debate. It's a close call.
Check out Escape Plan. Again, Arnold and Sly Stallone, you know, how are they going to get out of that prison, man? It's tough. I actually did like that movie. It felt like a true 80s movie and not trying to be an 80s movie. Like it was actually, you know what I mean? It was like a dead serious movie about how we're going to break out of this prison. I've broken out of a lot of prisons before, but I think we must be in space or something.
What the fuck?
It's good. I'm just kidding. They're off the coast of Morocco, not space.
We might be in space.
Anyway.
Well, hey, just to bring this back, Easter sucks, and Easter is not as good as Christmas. Sorry.
That's true. No one's arguing that.
Agree to disagree.
I heard Easter originally was like
I do like Christmas better. What?
I heard originally Easter was a pagan fertility festival, which is why you got all the rabbits. It's why you got all the eggs. It's a big sex holiday. Let's get back to that. Yeah. That sounds cool.
I did feel especially fertile over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that must be
what you gonna do about it?
Now I have to point out, I have to say it and just address it right here and now. Sean, I'm noticing your connection seems a little bit better.
Yes.
Are you?
Is it better?
Ooh.
Yeah, you're.
I just speak of the devil. Now we're losing you.
I knew it.
Sean, you look like an 8-bit NES character. Are you still there?
Oh no. Is it really? Or am I okay?
You sound like an 1800s phonograph. Are you still there? Hello?
Oh jeez.
Sound like T-Pain.
I had Cox double my internet speeds. I said, I don't care the price. Do what you got to do. So I'm trying, but right now Sawyer has a Zoom dance class, so she's doing like a thing in the living room. So I don't know if it's going to mess with this or not. So
no,
hopefully it doesn't.
I think you're good, actually.
Okay, cool.
You got to get all the kids off Wi-Fi during Daddy's podcast time.
They do, but normally we don't do a podcast Mondays at 4. It changed it up a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember when Steve Jobs did that. What was the presentation? He showed FaceTime for the first time.
Oh yeah,
he did a keynote, and when he did that, he was waiting for the call to connect, and it was going for a while, and he straight up looked out at all the reporters and went, "All right, everyone, let's turn off Wi-Fi right now. Turn it off." And he waited. Yeah. He waited for everyone to like shut their. He said, "Shut your laptop or turn off Wi-Fi on your phone." It was like awkward. So I was expecting you to do the same.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it. I mean, I have done that when it's like, a normal thing, but she has to have it for this. So
yeah,
I said I would
Zoom.
I will get back in the car and I will drive to the office if I need to finish it up. But I think after a month and a half, I finally figured it out, guys. So
no, it's good. Yeah, I think you made the right decision. I think that definitely helped.
You had to pay more to the company who's got you by the balls.
And that was the thing where I was like, when they said like, oh, it's going to be this much more. And it's like, but I don't know this is going to solve the problem. And I don't trust you guys, honestly.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Yeah.
But I went for it. And they said they could go faster and give me the Gigablast, but I have to get the Cox modem. And I don't trust that. I don't know what this is.
You're going to have Cox Gigablast you.
They said, like, do you want the Gigablast? You have to take our modem. And it's like, your modem probably sucks. Fuck off.
Can they come up with a better name than Gigablast? That sounds like it's gonna hurt.
It sounds like a special attack that the Beetleborgs would do.
Yeah.
Like, shit, it's Vexor, Gigablast.
Like,
what?
It sounds like a hipster sex act.
But like, really, yeah.
You ever tried a Gigablast? No, freak. No.
Do you want my Cox Gigablast? Yeah,
Ew.
no thanks.
Yeah, the provider's called Cox to begin with.
The interviews are interviews. God, the advertisements for Cox, they advertise something as, this is such a bullshit marketing thing, but they have a thing they call panoramic Wi-Fi.
Yes,
we've
I
got
heard that.
Panoramic Wi-Fi. Oh, be sure to ask for Cox panoramic Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, whoa, it goes real far. Whoa. Panoramic, that's such a marketing, but like what is like, you take a panoramic photo, like
no, I think
I got it. Hey guys, I got Wi-Fi over here. Whoa, check it out. Whoa. Oh, way over on this side too.
Yeah. Ooh, this Wi-Fi's so long.
Whoa, panoramic Wi-Fi. It's everywhere. Oh.
But
I looked into it. I think it's just Wi-Fi extenders, or like
that's totally what it is. That's 100% what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Somebody in the chat, Buzz McFly in the chat said, sounds like the Wi-Fi version of curved TVs. That's totally how I feel.
Oh yeah.
Man. Where it was just a marketing thing. The curved TV thing was such a desperate marketing thing.
They were fucked after 3D TVs. They didn't know what to do. It's like, make it curve, and now it's. Oh, we don't want any of this.
I saw the curve thing like a mile away. Is like, this is such a marketing gimmick.
I was watching. I was reading an interview today, article about meat factories. Like where they process like pig carcasses and stuff for pork.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Big butcher factories, meat house, slaughterhouses. Slaughterhouses. That's the word I'm looking for. I couldn't think of it because the whole article they kept referring to it as a protein plant.
Oh my god!
And I was thinking, like, what the fuck is a protein plant? Are you like concocting soylents there? Are you making like soybeans or some sort of meal replacement? No, they're just like grinding up pig carcasses.
Nah,
at the protein
we're
plant.
slaughtering hogs.
Yeah, and that's the panoramic Wi-Fi of the meat industry. This euphemism. Protein plants.
Yeah,
I saw that TV curve gimmick a mile away, but I feel like it caught on with computer monitors because I see gaming monitors, and at cons I see a lot of gaming companies with curved monitors, not TVs, but computer monitors.
I guess some people like them to a certain point. I think maybe it did work better there. I think it's actually I think maybe it works a little better if it's something that's really in your periphery. Like, again, you have a monitor.
It's close.
Yeah, it's close to you. It kind of takes your peripheral. I guess in that sense, it might be okay. But I know personally, the people I know who got it just as a TV, where it's like up on the, away from them, all of them complain about the same thing. And that is, what is the term for it? phantom reflection, or I don't know what it's called, double reflection. I don't know what the hell they call it.
Itself.
No, it's like if there's a light source in the room and it, sometimes if there's a light in your room, it'll glare off the TV. It glares off one side and bounces to the other. So you have two big white dots on your TV and it annoys the shit out of people. I know multiple people that's happened to.
Yeah, it would bug the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that.
So,
have you guys watched any TV lately at all?
Yeah.
Every commercial is so it's insane how fast they are on this thing, and it's like, we're in this together. We love safety.
Can I also point out those are 100% made with stock footage and motion graphics? Like nobody got out of a chair to make those commercials. That was one dude at a computer with an assignment. Hey, we need some emotional bullshit motion graphics by Monday.
Yeah.
About Dunkin' Donuts or whatever.
It's so fucking condescending. I think it's like we can do this. We will emerge stronger than ever. But it's like, buy our truck. Fuck off. Like it's all that. It was everything was that, and then this is not a joke. It sounds like it is. It was that or commercials for Corona beer, and that was it. And it's like, what have we become? Fuck all of this. Fuck all of you.
Wow. I don't know that extreme with it.
Yeah.
But it is like amazing to me that like I get the impression there are people out there that are really comforted by Nissan commercials, and that shit fucks me up.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many of these commercials, like it's your teacher or your big sister telling you like, hey, I know you're scared, but everything's going to be okay. And when you're ready to go on vacation, Las Vegas will be ready for you too. And I'm like, why am I getting fucking comfort from a travel board for Nevada? Like there are people out there who actually like, they don't feel good until Dunkin' Donuts tells them it's going to be okay. And that blows my mind.
Yeah, that's true. I just know that like the advertising wave is starting now. It's not going to end maybe ever. And they're going to always mention this and talk about how safe they are and how they care about us when they fucking don't. I'm not stupid. I don't know. Whatever.
You know what?
Whatever.
If I ran the world, we'd be a lot of geniuses out here. I would make it so. I would encourage people to do the opposite form of advertisement. Just wow, this shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
Have a Coke. That's the commercial.
Yes. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Hey, if I saw that commercial, I'm putting my PPE on and I'm running to the store to get some Coca-Cola right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't tell me that it's fine and that you got me, because you don't. It's not fine, and you have no idea the situation that I'm in or anyone else is in. You're making this from your fucking mansion. Tell me, hey, this sucks. What else you doing? Drink a Coke. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. I was saying the same thing when I was talking with my family. I was like, if these ads, man, I can tell you from experience through doing this show and, with the audience that we have, honesty goes a long way. And everyone is always really cool with us when we are just honest. Like, hey, like even now we're still waiting on like jackets we made to come in. And I'm getting everyone the info on that. Hey, they are on a boat on their way here. Here you go. Here's a picture, and we're waiting and we're doing our best. And everyone has been so like, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I'm, all right. Can't wait.
Right.
It's because a lot of honesty goes along, that's all you have to do is be transparent. And, it goes a long way. And I think if Coke did that, like you said, if a guy is teaching his kids at school or at home and he's having to make all these meals and he's having to do all this stuff, and then he sits on the porch and goes, what the fuck happened this month? Fuck. Drinks a Coke.
Yeah.
That's a great commercial. I'll buy a Coke.
That's a commercial.
That's good.
That's a commercial.
Yeah.
Or hey, how's this? A guy drinking holding a Diet Coke up, and it's like, fuck that, and drinks a regular Coke. He's like, you know what? You earned this.
Probably better for your immune system. The real Coke over the diet.
No need to diet right now. Drink the real thing, Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Or that's their slogan. That's the slogan. He picks up a Coke and he goes, man, fuck 2020. Jesus Christ. Drinks the Coke. And then imagine that's the slogan. Fuck 2020, but Coke still rules.
Yeah.
Done. I would drink a Coke.
We should make these commercials ourselves and just soft release them.
Yeah,
as if Coke really hired us. We'll just throw a Coke bone.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because everyone on Earth, there's very few things that you could float out there or say that you would get 100% agreement on, right? You can't name. I mean, you can. It's almost impossible to think of that. If your slogan was "Fuck 2020," this piece of shit year, who wouldn't be on board? Who would? Not one person would go, I don't know, this has been a good year. Everyone's on the same page. So have your slogan be "Fuck 2020, Coke still rules," or Cheez-Its, they're still good. Like just work that into your marketing. Fuck 2020. It's genius.
I've been watching. I have a smart TV now. Yeah, I'm a big deal.
Nice.
And my smart TV, it gets internet channels. You go into like channel 120, it's like NBC News all day. It's like viral internet clips.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I watch that because I like to. It's comforting to have just the TV on while I'm stuck at home all day.
Sure.
But every once in a while, they'll like recycle clips from the Today Show with Hoda, and Kathy Lee's not on it anymore. The new host is Jenna. It's Hoda and Jenna.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
I think these two women are a bad influence on America, and we need to get them. At least during this pandemic, they need to be locked in quarantine, put in solitary confinement. I feel like they're contributing to these commercials that we're talking about. They're contributing to like this whole model of living in society where you're really weak and you need to like be comforted in stupid commercials. And I was watching the Today Show, and Hoda and Jenna were doing a 20-minute bit on like cherishing the small moments in life. And it's like, well, now that my kids are home from school, we have to play in the garden, and they're looking at the flowers. And I just thought, wow, I almost started crying.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
It was just so beautiful. And you just have to remember to take it day by day. It's just these small moments. It's just going to get us through. And I'm like, you live in a fucking mansion. You're a television personality. You're fucking richer than shit. And you're crying because your kids are playing with flowers and you think it's so beautiful. And like, I just felt like they were a bad influence for America. This should not be like, we're getting all emotional about our kids looking at flowers right now.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I'm tired of. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, I'm gonna say I'm tired of all these fucking celebrities singing to me or tell me it's gonna be okay. Fuck off. I don't want to hear from you. Fuck you. I don't care what you have to say.
Did you hear the thing with Ellen talking about how she feels like she's in prison? Get the fuck out of here.
Are you serious?
Into prejudice. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Ellen, just for a lark, try prison. Try it out.
On a lark,
I think you'll find you like your house a little bit more. Just a little bit.
Oh my God. I just could not believe that. I was like, dude, they fucking built an animatronic of you in a ride. Like, fuck off.
I just really feel like these fucking celebrities keep telling me it's going to be okay. And it's like, you don't know what it's like for normal people. Like, you don't know. And like, I am not saying to people it's going to be okay because people have a worse situation than I do. And, like, you can't, I'm not speaking for anyone. You can't speak. Don't tell me shit. Fuck off. You don't know shit. Fuck you.
It's not going to be okay for everyone. It's not okay for a lot of people right now.
I know.
Go ahead, Rocco.
Somebody in the chat said, this is wording it even funnier than I could have. They're like, yeah, stuck in a mansion with Portia de Rossi. Oh, man. Prison. Fuck off.
That's called hard time.
Anyway, sorry. What were you going to say?
I don't remember what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah, I just want them to sing. Where's the Imagine sequel? Where's Gal Gadot's Imagine sequel? I want that.
Did John Lennon do an Imagine sequel?
Yeah.
Imagine more? Imagine Dragons. Oh, fuck.
Oh, this is what it was. Huh. I feel like this whole situation is revealing to everyone how much bullshit our society is built upon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like the overtly positive, no matter what. I mean, things are fucking bad. Could somebody just be real about it?
Yeah, just tell me. Just tell me it's bad. That's fine.
Yeah.
I know.
Or even
I know.
this idea, even going the other way of like people really wanting to go back to work. Sean, that flower shop down the street from our work, it's still open.
Is it really?
It's still open.
Yep.
They're selling oranges and claiming that they're a farmer's market, but they're selling flowers. Nobody's wearing a mask. I know the people who work there because it's down the street from our studio. And I just feel like you really want to sell flowers right now. You really want to do that.
I think who's going in to buy them? Because there's other flower shops down by where I live that I've seen it open this whole time too. And it's like, no one's going in there. Why even stay open?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that too when we had to do the curbside pickup thing for me and Kevin did the curbside pickup thing for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay, yeah.
And when he did, he pulled into the parking lot at a Best Buy. And I actually, while I was sitting there, I was looking at all the other businesses. I'm like, what's open and what's not right now? And it was pretty nuts. Again, big floral shop open. Who's buying flowers right now?
Maybe for funerals, but it's like delivery only or pickup.
Who's going
only?
to funerals right now?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't have a service.
But what broke my heart genuinely, I don't know if you saw this, Kevin, but like there were a couple like grand opening, Mike's Bagel Shop. And it broke my heart because, it's easy to just see all that and gloss past it. But, that's like someone who like put it out there to start their own business. Maybe they got their family into it. Maybe they got, like small business. I have a lot of passion for small business. We're a small business. And I take a lot of pride in doing, starting this ourselves. And I don't know, that's a big risk. And to see that, and it's in the middle of all this going on, I'm just like, you poor guys.
That's devastating. I know some people that are friends of the family who just opened up a hair salon, like, I don't know, in the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, going out on my own, gonna start this business, opened it, and then it's like this happens right in the middle of it. So you just put it all on pause, I guess.
If you can.
That's the thing too. Like a couple of the restaurants that I would frequent have gone totally silent and the numbers are disconnected now. And where some places are still delivery or pickup only, these places are just like numbers disconnected, and I don't know if they're coming back in June. I don't think so. I think that's like we're calling it a day.
I saw an article today right before I hopped on this podcast. The headline was concerts will not return until fall 2021 at best.
What?
It was a prediction from these event planners. I didn't have time to go through the whole article, but that was the headline and that was the sentiment. So,
it's funny because I had tickets to a concert tomorrow.
I had tickets to a concert last week. I was gonna go see Post Animal at the Casbah, but
really?
got canceled. Yeah.
What were you gonna see, Rocco?
I was gonna see Kiari Pamu.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it's probably not happening. No,
didn't we see them?
I hadn't heard anything. I hadn't heard anything about a cancel or anything or a refund or anything. I hadn't heard anything at all. So I'm like, what's going on with that? Checked in on the app and it's like, oh no cancellation. Your ticket's now good for October 13th. We moved it to that, and so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That ain't happening. They're gonna move it again.
You think so?
I don't think anybody will give back any money. I think that in good faith, they intend to hold all of these events at some point.
Yeah.
So that they're just going to honor the ticket whenever that event happens.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I mean, there are some things I think maybe it's just a wash. Like, hey, you bought tickets to this thing. It's not happening. We're not giving your money back. Sorry, just bad luck. I could see that happening where they're just like, we can't. That's it.
Now, did you guys hear about AMC movie theaters filing for bankruptcy?
Yeah, they're saying they might not come back after all this, right?
I feel like AMC was already struggling with this whole movie pass stuff, and they tried to launch their own card, and
I don't know.
Yeah,
they've been talking for years, like, piracy and the internet, our sales are down, and they've kind of been projecting for a while they're not doing so good.
It's
that piracy thing is over. Like that. Who do you know that pirates anymore? Like that is a early 2000s thing when there was no other option, and now there's a billion options, and I don't know anyone who's doing it.
Yeah.
They're so fast with releases now to digital. I mean, I watched one of those new movies that I rented for $20 this weekend, and it was like, oh, this beats going to the fucking theater, and it costs the same, like, to just do this in my living room. That's the way.
What movie was it?
Trolls 2 World Tour.
I knew there was a reason he wouldn't say the title of it. I'm like, he danced around that. Well,
you guys are spot on, hitting the nail right on the head. Nobody pirates anything in 2020. Fuck yeah.
I'm glad Garrett brought up the Trolls thing. Did you guys hear about the Trolls World situation?
Tour? How adorable it is. Tiny Diamond is a tiny, cute baby rapper troll.
Fuck no.
He sparkles.
I like Barb the Rocker Troll a little better, Garrett.
Yeah, Barb's pretty fucking cool, right?
Was the biggest digital release of all time.
Of all time?
The biggest in terms of like on its debut. Yeah.
I saw Trolls 2 the day it came out.
Yeah.
See, there you go. But there's the thing is like, this is how they should do it from here on out. They should have like, going to the movies is fine, I guess, but like, I just want to watch it. So I don't care where I watch it. Like back in the TVs that we have now are just as good to me. It's like, before in the old days, it was shit.
Yeah,
but now it's fine.
I think going to the movies is still an event. I don't necessarily want this to replace that, but I do think shortening the gap is the best compromise. Like have it in the theater for a month and then boom.
Yeah.
If you want to see it now, pay to go see it in a theater. You have a month to do it, and then if you don't, whatever.
I think there's pros and cons. I really like going to the movie theater, and before this pandemic, I was going at least once a week, and I really like. To me, nothing will replace the theater.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
I do agree, but I like the option of not having to go. Like,
but I do think going to the movie theater with a friend or a couple of friends. I mean, 3 people walk into a theater, that's $45 in tickets.
Yeah,
$20, and everybody can watch the movie at home. That's a hell of a deal. So I think that there's pros and cons. I really like the theater, but it's more economically feasible to watch that movie at home, and then you have it for 2 days. You can watch it as many times as you want for $20 in those 2 days.
And there is a like Star Wars. Like if the new Star Wars came out, I would not want to watch it at home first. But like for me, Trolls 2, I don't give a fuck really about like what it looks like. So I guess it depends really.
Oh yeah.
But real quick, let's pause for a second. I want to get to our sponsors, our wonderful sponsors on this show. Couldn't do it without them. Wouldn't want to do it without them. I'm going to make sure I let them know that. Shop.mega64.com. What a great site. What an impeccable, improbable, unlikely site to even exist. But it does. And that's the beautiful part. The beautiful part of shop.mega64.com is it does exist. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Few wouldn't. And we have the best stuff. Apparel, media, you name it. If it's in the Mega64 universe, it's there. And, we put some stuff on sale this last Friday that went like gangbusters. We put out our snapback hat. Gone. You can't even get that. Why am I even promoting it? No point.
It did Iron Man numbers.
Endgame numbers, please. But
we also blasted that hat out.
we restocked our Is She Nice shirt, which was a classic. It started as a 64-hour special a long time ago, but it did so well. It's a mainstay now, and so that's back in stock. Some sizes are low or maybe out right now, but there are still some in stock, so check that out. As well as many other things that we have in stock. But we always like to do a 64-hour special. That's a shirt that's only around for 64 hours and then it's gone. Since this is a little unorthodox and it's a Monday, we're kind of just doing a random thing today. For some reason, recently, there's been a major influx in people keep sending us, I don't know if it's what reality show it is or if it's a couple different shirts, but lately there's been an uptick in people wearing the I Heart Hot Moms shirt. The same one that we wear in the top, that I wear in the Todd and Aaron video that we do every year. That it's been making a comeback. Anyway, we did that as a 64-hour special back around Christmas. We had a few left over in our stock, and so we thought just for today, we'll just put those up. There's only a few available, but if you want the I Heart Hot Moms shirt, absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to mince words. Terrible shirt, but we do sell it, and it's from the Todd and Aaron thing, so, you know, it's there, and if you wanted it, it's first come, first serve. There's just a few up there, so grab that if you want.
Grab it.
I think it's a great shirt. If you do heart moms, that's hard to say.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw the signal out there. Maybe a couple hot moms slide by your way and go, "Oh, hey, I know."
I mean, really, that is worst. That's worst case scenario. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
But anyway, so check that out, shop.mega64.com. Also check out patreon.com/mega64. We are, as I've said before, doubling down on what's going on our Patreon. We're doing like 2 friend dimensions a week now, playing different games, and we started doing them in our new format where, you know, we're all socially distant. And we're doing it all from, you know, our retrospective places. We're playing Jackbox games, and they've been awesome. Meg has been joining us. Johnny has been joining us. All our friends are in on it, and we're having a great time. And we're adding a lot more stuff too. Stay tuned to patreon.com/mega64. Now, I want to talk about something I've been dying to speak my mind about. If anybody else wants to chime in, feel free. I don't know if anyone else did this, but as I mentioned, I did the curbside pickup for a little game called Final Fantasy VII Remake. Kevin did it too. We put the masks on, gloves on. We're like, just give us the game. By the way, I want to say right here.
Did you guys go together?
We did. We in the same car. He sat in my lap. We drove down there. We drove separate. We drove separate. And what's that? Oh, anyway. Sorry, I thought somebody said something. Anyway, so we got him, and I just want to say, when it comes to new games right now, you gotta go like Best Buy or Walmart or Target. I know so many people that ordered FF7 through Amazon this last week. Every new game that's been coming out during this whole time, I feel like I'm seeing the same thing every week. It's all my friends who ordered it from Amazon going, yeah, it says it's going to be here in October, you know, or just whatever. Amazon is not the move for new games right now. Garrett, you could speak to that.
We didn't see this coming, and to their credit, you know, I had Final Fantasy VII pre-ordered in 2018.
Yeah.
So you would think first in line, but no, I am getting it on now Wednesday. They updated.
Oh my God, Gary!
It was going to be 4 days late. Now it's 5 days late. But you know, I gotta say they didn't get me Resident Evil 3 or Doom Eternal late, and that was a big question mark. But those did show up on time from Amazon. But I don't, for whatever reason, with the wide scale release of 7, Final Fantasy 7 just. It is not getting to me until Wednesday.
Yeah. All my friends who ordered from them did not get it. But Best Buy is desperate to like do right now because, you know, they want
steal that pre-order money.
They want everyone's business big time. So anyway, so I got it through them. Anyway, so this game, I've been waiting for it for 5 years. I'm so bummed because I'm at the end of it. I wanted to beat it so bad before this. I played it nonstop since it came out, and I'm like, I am at the last part about to like walk in. So I know I've heard it has like a wackadoo ending. I'll give my thoughts after that, like maybe on Mega64 and Teen, maybe later this week or something like that. If there's anything else I feel I need to share. But I wanted to say of what I've done, I'm almost about to beat it. I was really mad the first day or two.
Oh my God, you're mad?
I was super unhappy because I felt like we got taken for a fucking ride. I'm playing it and I'm like, none of this resembles the old game to me. And I know there's going to be differences obviously, I look at Resident Evil 2 as like they did a great job at like resurrecting an old game, but like giving it kind of new flavor to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm playing this and I'm going, 90% of this is not anything to do with the original game. Like, and it's not that I wasn't having fun, but it just felt like, why was this titled Final Fantasy VII Remake if this is a different game? At what point does it become a different game? You know what I mean? And I felt like so much of it was filler that I just felt like it was all getting in the way of like what I wanted to buy. You know what I mean? Like I bought into this and I'm going like, what? I don't really, I had suspicions this was going to happen, and it kind of played into those fears where I'm just like, you're just kind of adding whatever you want, like the old guard, like Sakaguchi, we filmed our video with Sakaguchi, represented kind of the old guard of Final Fantasy, and then he's gone, and now it's like a whole new crew of people doing this stuff. I mean, some of the old people, old team remains, but it feels like a new team trying to decipher what the old team did. And I just felt like, what are we doing? This isn't I'm having fun with this, but call it something else. This game should have been called fucking Crisis Core 2. It feels like Crisis Core ended when Final Fantasy VII began, and this game feels like that. It feels like I'm walking around town and like, help find my cats. Help find my cat. This is the same shit that I was doing in Final Fantasy 15, and I'm caught in this like bullshit cycle of like doing favors for people again. Anyway, that's how I felt when I was playing the first half.
Okay.
But once I hit the wall market portion, if anybody has played the original game, the wall market portion, that was where I thought, okay, this is actually taking something the original game did and turning it on its ear and making it really fun and exciting in new ways while still telling that story. I had so much, like that part of the game was a triumph, and I enjoyed it so much. And then in the second half, I felt like they did a much better job of touching on those big story points while making the filler stuff interesting. But I think the filler stuff in the first half of the game is not adding anything. In terms of adding quirky kind of stuff, it's cool they expanded on this. I honestly think that none of it really, in that first half, added anything. Like, it's one thing to add more stuff to explore, but is it interesting? I didn't really think a lot of it was. I kind of had the feeling of Star Wars prequel type shit where, let us explain what the Force is. I don't really need that. I don't need that info. We're going to show you more with this character. Do I need that? I don't know. Some of it's cool and some of it really wasn't, but I am having fun with it. I'm really enjoying, and I think the battle system is awesome, and I've really enjoyed the second half, like I said, a lot more. So I'm really enjoying it now. I think it's come around, and I've found my peace with it. Like, I'm enjoying this as a new game, but I think it should have had a different title. Like, I think them pulling it's funny because I didn't care about the remake title before. I was like, well, let's see what it is. And now that it's out, I feel like, yeah, a different title would have gone a long way. I think it's kind of lame they banked on that. It's a remake. Because I know so many people buying this that are like, I've never played Final Fantasy VII before. It's really great to see what this is all about. And I'm like, I don't know if you are getting that. Like, I don't know if you're seeing that with this. But I'm enjoying it for what it is. It is cool. At the end of the day, it's cool being back in that world with those characters. And, it's still the most competent, decipherable Final Fantasy in the last decade. Like, so I don't know. I'm enjoying it for what it is. But yeah.
So if I've never played Final Fantasy VII, do I just pick this one up and jump in? And
you can. I mean, you can,
7?
but you are not playing. This is not. And from where I'm sitting right now, it's not. This doesn't replace the original. This is a totally different game. So if your idea is like, I never played Final Fantasy VII, so I'm going to play this, that's wrong. I think play the original. But it's a fun game on its own, and it's not like you can't understand it. But then I've heard that like things are going to happen later that maybe you do want background knowledge of the first one. I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I beat it.
So it's better than the original.
Better than the original?
Yeah.
Oh no, no. I don't agree with that.
Okay, I'll play it, Rocco. If you say it's better, I'm going to play it right now.
All right. I'm never playing the original. I'm only going with this.
Yeah, if you're never going to play the original, yeah, play it. But I disagree though. I do disagree that it is really similar. Like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's the same story." I really don't agree. I really think the soul of the original is kind of lost in a lot of this filler stuff that they added. To me, this game is kind of the reverse of Dragon Ball Kai. Like they put out that version of the show where they cut out all these filler stories. Yeah. I don't know. I think this game, it takes like these what made the original so kind of engaging was it's these kind of these massive story moments one after another, and you're constantly hit by them. And this one, it kind of just takes 3 of those beats and fills up so much in between where you're, we got to go. Oh, that's going to blow up. We got to go over there. Well, let's go through the sewer first. And, I don't know what we're going to find in the sewer. Whoa, I found some cool stuff in the sewer. Can we get back to the big event happening? Like, there's a lot of that. I disagree with some of the filler choices, but again, I think the second half has done a lot better job at making an engaging story than I thought with the first half. So, but again, I'm enjoying it. This is not a bad review. I'm enjoying playing it. I think it's the best Final Fantasy has been in a decade still. And it's a lot of fun. And I love they have like remixed music and stuff like that. I need those tracks. Like the soundtrack is a triumph, and it might be like the best looking game I've ever played. Kevin, you've been playing some of it. Do you have any thoughts so far? Or?
Yeah, I've never played the original, and so I started playing this one, and I'm having a blast with it.
Yeah,
it does make me I have the original one when they re-released it on PS4, so I may check that out after this. I don't know, but I'm loving this one.
Yeah,
loving this one.
Yeah, it's engaging, and it really is like impressive. Like It's a very impressive game. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna beat it and I'll let you know my thoughts after the ending when it's done. But I do think the game is at its best when it's sticking to the script.
Sure.
I still have found some of the filler stuff to be just a little weird, but some of it has been okay and more so in the second half. So I'll let everyone know what I think when I beat it.
Since this is just a part 1, would you say there's enough to sink your teeth in to as like someone who wants like a JRPG experience?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot to it, even in this part 1.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You've only been playing since Friday, but you've put some hours in.
Yeah. I mean, I've got 20 something, almost 30 hours in it. And I'm not really doing much side stuff. I did a couple little things, but I'm really just playing the main story. And it's still like it's a huge, gigantic budget, story-based RPG action game. So I recommend it if that sounds great to you.
I've been playing so many short entries, so many like quick little stories, like I'm working on Resident Evil 3. I just finished Doom Eternal. So I'm looking for, once I cleared my plate and this game finally does show up, I'm not playing anything but that for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you'll really dig it. And you can really, this game really lets you determine how much you want to put into it too, because I could go through this even faster if I wanted to, but there's a lot of like side stuff you can do. And again, I think some of it is interesting and some of it's not, but that's just me. That was my feeling with it. But yeah.
Not to derail too much, and I haven't been keeping up on video game news. Are they doing a remake of Resident Evil 4? Have they said anything about that?
So that's been a rumor. Yeah, I think that's pretty much happening. Like there's been a rumor for a while that while they remade Resident Evil 2, right, then that was like A Team was doing that, and then their B Team was remaking 3, and that just came out. Well, I hear that A Team since then has been working painstakingly at a much bigger game, and I think it's Resident Evil 4. I think they are doing a full remake of that, which I'm really
Hey, call me when they get to 6. Thank you.
Yeah. But it's just weird because, a lot of the hardcore fans are like, oh, I wish they'd remake Code Veronica, because that's kind of a Resident Evil game that was big and it kind of got lost in the shelf. It's just kind of nowhere right now.
Right.
RE4 doesn't need a remake. Like that game. The thing is, with Final Fantasy VII, it was always behind this kind of old technology to where it almost looks abstract. It's like, man, you look at it and you kind of go, man, I wish I could see what this battle really looked like instead of these little 8 polygon sprites running around. And that's why they did the remake. Resident Evil 4 is still like crazy playable. Like,
yeah.
And they release it every 6 months. So
it's been fucking remade already. It's disappointing to me that this is where we've come with video games. We're 15 years behind movies at this point, and I feel like we're hitting that phase that we had in movies a decade and a half ago, where you can only make a movie if it's something that's already been made. Yeah. It's only going to get funded if people already know what it is and have already experienced it. That is so disappointing to me.
Yeah.
I just think culturally, when an art form hits that level of, whoa, we can't fund this unless, you have your return on investment, your risk analysis, your built-in audience. When you start calculating all that, I feel like it just becomes harder to make something new and original and creative.
But I will say though, I feel that sorrow more with movies than I do games, because movies, I feel like, what are we doing? Like movies have been a fundamental thing for so long. You point a fucking camera at people and they do stuff, and the fact that is we get so much regurgitation in big budget movies, that makes me legit sad.
But it started slow and it was successful for movies, and once it became successful, then it became the model, and then that was all anybody ever did. It was a slippery slope. Yeah. I don't want games to go down that slippery slope. I don't want the best-selling games to be a remake of Resident Evil 2 and a remake of Final Fantasy VII. That sucks, in my opinion.
But why it doesn't, with games it's tricky though, because games rely only on technology, in the sense of like, maybe there was a game that came out 20 years ago that was cool, but it looked the graphics were so bad you can barely tolerate it. So there is an actual desire from people like, man, I wish they would remake that. I wish Resident Evil 2 would get put on modern technology so that it looks the way I always pictured it. So it's a little different, because I feel like people are actually really thirsty for that. The problem is that, it's what you're saying. It's like, but then it becomes like, oh, well, that's what makes money, so we're just going to do that. That
was the argument for Star Wars Special Edition, and that was the beginning of that slippery slope. Oh, I'm George Lucas. We never had the technology to do this how I always imagined it. Now it's 20 years later. I could finally make it how it was intended to be. And it's like, well,
that was something imposed on the audience, as opposed to the audience going, fuck, I wish they'd fix fucking Star Wars. No, you know what I mean? Like, an audience didn't say that. But the game stuff actually starts at the audience. I mean,
but outside of Star Wars, that argument is made for movies. We have better CGI now. We have better capability. We have better cameras. We understand filmmaking better. I mean, that's the logic to remake old movies, is you can do it better now.
Yeah. I just think, what's that?
It's tough. It's hard, because I am so like, don't do that. But then if they made Ocarina of Time in the same engine as Breath of the Wild, I'd be there day one. So like, I can't, I don't know.
Exactly.
I guess here's my thought.
I think the audience wants it.
They do. And remake anything. I'm on this train now. I just want to either play it or see it. Go ahead. Like, I get it's wasted resources, and people who could be making original stuff. That sucks, but I'll choose what I want to absorb, I guess. But I don't know, because I can't tell you what sucks and what's good, and I don't know. Who am I?
Yeah,
I don't understand your argument.
Well, my argument,
you making it.
It changed in the middle, because I was like, I'm with Derek all the way. This sucks. Well, if they did this, it'd be cool.
That was a wild ride.
Hey, that's my brain. Welcome to it.
But I think it makes sense to kind of be down the middle and have both options, because like, I definitely want new IPs coming out, but it's almost good when something gets remade, because it boosts up the original. Like, if you remake something, release the original like an archive version. Like fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake is out now, but hey, here's a really cheap version of the original Final Fantasy VII on PS4.
If they had it on the same disc, like, hey, here's the original, we did the remake. That's sick.
Yeah, well, they kind of did. I mean, like the remake is its own thing, but like you on PS4 you can get a cleaned up version of the original one for like $5.
Yeah,
like,
that's cool. If the new thing is getting made, it breathes more life into the old thing. Just by proxy.
But it definitely is a double-edged sword because video games actually do benefit from better technology. Like these remakes are getting all these upgrades that it never had before, and they're more fun to play, and they're this or that. But then it does turn into like, oh, is that just what we're releasing now? And I don't think anyone wants that. So it does. It is like a weird situation.
I think at the heart of any video game, movie, television show, art forms that tell a story, it's about the story.
Yes.
And the experience. It's not about the technology. So whether you're remaking a movie or you're remaking, like Resident Evil 2 works in the remake because it worked so well in the original. Because the story and the gameplay was intriguing to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if our biggest successful art projects are just mining and rehashing things that we've done in the past, all I'm saying is that's scary to me because when that becomes the successful model, then the uncreative people who are in charge of greenlighting these projects, because they control the money, they're only going to want to greenlight things that are proven because they are a remake of a video game. And I don't want to head down that path. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But another good point. This goes back and forth because I mean, that makes sense to me. But another good point too is that, there was a rumor that they're re-releasing the Mario games on Switch, like Mario, like the 3D ones that haven't ever been re-released, like Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine, all of those. Those aren't story-based, and I honestly just want to play those on my Switch. And if they're cleaned up, that's awesome. So I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, I get that. I want to replay those. So in that sense, I like that they're doing it, but I know what you mean. Like,
yeah, but I don't think a remake of the original Mario is going to be like one of the best-selling games of the year.
No.
We're not talking about that kind of remake. We're talking about AAA title narrative, mainstream, big-budget AAA title video games.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens with all that. But my thing is with Resident Evil 4, I get what they're doing because honestly, people are like, why don't you do Code Veronica? Why don't you do that? That's probably what they should do. But man, a remake of Resident Evil 4 in the new engine, that's $1 billion sitting on a table. It's pretty hard to look at, oh, that $1 billion sitting over there. Anyway, that's not the right thing to do.
And
anyway,
I'm getting it. Like, I'm with you. Like, I don't need that. And then I'll buy it.
Yeah.
So I'm the problem. I see that I'm the problem.
Yeah. So,
no, you're the consumer. You're the great white hope, Sean. We need you to buy the game.
They need me, and I need them to tell me everything is fine and that I'm okay. Can they do that for me?
Speaking of video games, I played a lot of video games this week. I want to recommend some video games to people out there. Last week, you may remember, I said I was getting bored with video games. This happens to me every once in a while. But I found some video games that were really fun, really short. They were indie games. So I want people to check these out. All of these games you could play, probably beat them in 2 or 3 hours. I played a game called Katana Zero. I don't think anybody here has heard of Katana Zero.
No. So I've not heard of it.
I got it on Steam. I think it's available. It might be available on the consoles, but it's basically like if you like Hotline Miami, this to me is the spiritual successor to Hotline Miami. You are an assassin and you have to enter rooms, and it's one-hit kills all the way around. You can kill everybody in the room with one-hit kills, and they can kill you with one-hit kills. And in this game, you are like, this has a cool story, kind of like a neo-noir story. You're a samurai who has psychic abilities and can pretty much go into bullet time. And so that's the story of the game. It plays with time. You can slow down time, and it's spiritual successor to Hotline Miami. So check out Katana Zero. Anybody watching, it was like $8 on Steam. It's really fun. I also got a game I want to recommend called A Short Hike. Everybody out here who's playing Animal Crossing and you're getting sick of Animal Crossing, you like it, but you're tired of it, you want something similar but a little bit different, check out A Short Hike. I was looking up games. My girlfriend's been playing Animal Crossing. She has a type of game that she likes to play. She specifically said she wants to play games where you can't die. So I was looking up games where you can't die. I found this game. Sean, actually, I'd recommend you play A Short Hike. It's basically like you're spending a day in a national park. You're literally just walking around, hiking up trails, trying to get to the top of this mountain. You play a little bird named Claire, so you can glide around, you can climb on stuff. It kind of reminded me of Breath of the Wild, how you could explore everything, you could climb everything. It reminds me of Animal Crossing because it's got this cute cartoony art style and all the characters are like anthropomorphic animals. And I'm pretty sure it won the IGF Award for Indie Game of the Year, the Seamus McNally Grand Prize Award for 2020. For anybody out there who misses going to GDC and finding out all the hot new indie games.
Is it on Switch or is it only on Steam?
That one might be on Switch. I'm not sure. You have to look it up for yourself.
I'll check it out.
I got it on Steam. And then another game, last one I'm going to recommend, is called Lonely Mountains Downhill. This is a cute, fun game where you are mountain biking downhill, down mountains. And it's basically like you're doing the luge. What's cool, it's these big mountain, literally the levels are just these mountains with multiple trails going down them. And you can like pick and choose which trail you want to go down. Have you ever seen those like GoPro videos mounted on a bike and the dude's just like going straight down a trail that never ends?
Yeah.
That's what this game is based off of. It's called Lonely Mountains Downhill. Very fun. Probably.
I played that.
Would say, what? You played that?
Yeah, they were across from us at PAX Prime, I think, in 2019. Lonely Mountain Downhill.
It's a cute game.
I mean, cool.
You're just riding a bike downhill, trying not to crash. It's actually very fun. I would say A Short Hike is at the very top, 2-hour game. Katana Zero, very fun. Hotline Miami-esque game. And then number 3, Lonely Mountains Downhill. Check those out, everybody.
Hey, real quick, actually. Sean, did you ever play Hotline Miami?
No.
You know, that's on Switch now. You should. I think you would like that.
Yeah, it's a whole collection on there. I think it was on sale for pretty cheap. I should look into it.
It's worth it. I played that. For some reason, I enjoyed that game more on. I got it on Vita back in the day, PS Vita, and I liked it as a portable. But I know in that game you could use the touchscreen, and that was cool. I don't know if you could do that. I don't know if you could do that on the Switch version.
That made the Vita game
why not?
the best.
Yeah.
But
people in the chat are saying A Short Hike is PC only, but it's a small game, Sean. Your laptop could probably run it, or your work computer or something.
Yeah, I could do it. And now that my internet's better, maybe I could even stream me playing it. That's a possibility.
What, streaming from home?
I'm doing it now. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
nice. Maybe I'll stream it if you don't. One of us will.
Okay.
But those are the games I've been playing all week. Also, I played The Witcher 3, but found it a little bit boring.
Yeah, right? Everyone's told me about that game for years.
I bought it. I haven't played it. I bought it on. It was like on sale for like $2 a while ago.
Yeah.
On PlayStation. It's like, okay, why not for that?
There's a ton of different versions, and it's highly recommended by a ton of people that I respect their opinions of. But man, when I got down and tried to play a little bit of it, I realized, I think you're realizing, Derek, it's just like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
There are so many. There are dozens of games that work like Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Witcher 3 has elements that are unique, but the core game, I mean, it's like Skyrim, it's like Dragon Age, it's part of that genre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never really, that was something that never really sank its hooks into me, but I always wanted to try it again. I wanted to get the Switch version too. Everyone was like, no, this game it looks too good. It's going to look terrible on Switch. Don't get that. But it's like, but better than never playing it. Like I would rather, I play Switch all the time. If I have it with me, then at least I'll give it more of a shot. But I just never did. I have too much stuff to play. So,
now
that what's that?
Animal Crossing's back. Do you know that?
Oh yeah, no more eggs.
No more fucking eggs. So,
but
are you guys? Oh, I wanted to check in and see. Are you guys still playing?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of have slowed down with it. This is what I found. Like last week we talked about, Derek, with you in games and like what you get out of games. And I know that you use kind of your creative juices when you play a game, and you want to build this and do you're really creative with games, and I'm more like passive. What's that?
Just to cut you off real quick, and I'll let you keep going. I find that there's a spectrum, and I'm at either end. It either needs to be the most complicated game on earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember the grand strategy games I was playing before, but or it needs to be fucking simple. Like Lonely Mountains Downhill is like a cell phone game. It's almost so simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's two in the middle, then I check out.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, like, I'm very passive when it comes to games. Like, I love shit like Last of Us, where it's like, yeah, this is like a movie, and that's the kind of stuff I like. I just like being taken on a journey and whatever. That's my ideal kind of game, whatever. So Animal Crossing, though, so I never thought I'd like Animal Crossing, but I've been really enjoying it because it's just kind of discovery. It's like, if I bury this bag of money, it becomes a money tree. Whoa, it's just been kind of this journey of discovery. And I probably played between 30 and 40 hours of it. Like
that's a lot.
I got my money's worth with that game, but I find myself checking out of it now because I'm at a point in the game where they want me to, hey, you got to get a higher rating on your island. So, decorate. Feel free to decorate your house and decorate the island and add to it and design all this stuff. I think we might have talked about this before, but yeah, I'm just not creative like that when it comes to a game. And so I kind of just stopped.
I saw that portion.
I think I'm repeating myself though. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Because my girlfriend got to that part of the game, and that's where it like clicked for me. Like, oh, I would tear this island up. I would make this so cool.
Exactly. That spoke to me. That like, oh, Derek would like that, but that's just not how my brain works. I really those creative things I put into other stuff, and then when I come to a video game, it almost tires me to like, you want me to be creative here? Like I can't.
Last night for the first time, I went to some like bamboo island, and I couldn't figure out what the point of it was. And everyone's like, "Oh, this is the tarantula island. This is where you catch tarantulas." I've never done that before.
You gotta do the rancho hunting trick.
So I did, Derek. I did that, and it was so funny how the most relaxing game with that aspect. I was so stressed.
Yeah,
it's like, what have we done? I'm like. All of a sudden, I'm like this cool whatever game. And I was like, oh fuck. Like, get with the trench, like catch it. And it's like, it changed the game completely for me. So, I don't know. I still am having fun with it.
Yeah, I have no bad things to say about it. It was just that slowed me down.
I was curious if you would stop playing once Final Fantasy VII got here, though.
Well, but I'm going to be done with Final Fantasy VII tonight. Okay. I mean, I might go, if I like it, whenever there's a game that I love, I just play the main story, and if I love it, I go back and I'll do the side stuff. So, I might do that, but I haven't.
It's perfect for that. It's perfect for going back to even put it down for months, and you come back and you're like, oh yeah, I was working on this bridge. Okay, let me keep doing this,
Yeah.
I was just curious about that.
But honestly, for me, I want to beat Dragon Quest 11. I'm still been on that, so I'm going to go back to that.
God, that's what I was trying to do this weekend was fit in my like daily Animal Crossing grind.
Yeah.
But then I was this weekend trying to beat Death Stranding, Resident Evil 3, and Doom Eternal. But I only got through. I finished Doom Eternal, which I don't think I liked. I think I liked 2016 Doom better than 2020 Doom.
Dude, that's how. Yeah, my brother said the same thing, and I only played a little bit of it, and I was like, I'm good.
I'll tell you why. I like that the movement upgrades kept the old 2016 gameplay kind of fresh. Like you got these dash moves and some other stuff, but towards the last levels of Doom Eternal, it got so dependent on all this fucking parkour, climb the wall bullshit that it wasn't a shooter. I'm like dying 40 times in a row because I fell off of the fucking jump I can't make.
My brother said the same thing. He was like, that was fun. Why is it a platformer?
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm jumping from thing to thing and climbing. He's like, is this fucking Mario? Like, what are we doing?
It was fun at the early levels and the kind of basic, all right, hey, we're going to spread out your movement. We're going to get you from this part of the map over to here. You're going to have to do this problem solving. It was kind of puzzle solving parkour type movement.
Yeah.
But then in the third act, it was so reliant on, all right, even if you've bumped the difficulty down to easy because you're getting your ass kicked like I was, the jumps aren't any fucking easier. It's still, okay, I've died 50 times in a row because I can't make this fucking timing jump, dash, jump again, shoot the thing, and save a last dash to go through the door that you opened. It was so fucking frustrating. I'm sure a lot of people who played the game to completion remember this sequence in the end. And it was like almost, all right, like I'll rage quit and I guess I'll never finish this because I know I'm at the last fucking map and I just can't jump to this platform. This is fucking stupid. I want to shoot something and I haven't fired the gun in an hour. And it really got me thinking like, all right, this was fucking too much parkour. It was fun at first, but now it's getting bad marks for me.
I never thought the review of the new Doom was going to be too much parkour.
What happened?
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
I hate when I hit a level in a game like that. Happened to me playing a Prince of Persia game like a decade ago. It was the middle of the game, just a random encounter with these two like big bruiser enemies, and I just couldn't fucking beat them. And after 3 days of trying, giving it like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 3 days in a row, I'll never know how that game ends. I guess I just quit.
Yeah. The chat's comparing it to how some of the montages and segments in Jedi Fallen Order were laid out with all the wall run and slides and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man, if I fuck up on that 20 times in a row, I'm done. And I think I'm done with Fallen Order for that reason too.
Oh, really?
I think there was a couple in Fallen Order.
Yeah. I
didn't find that was too problematic.
Yeah.
Kind of like there were moments in Fallen Order where you had to like fucking surf down an ice slide. Those parts sucked.
Yeah, I agree. There were so many of those that I would go flying off into space, just like where was I supposed to go?
But there was never one where it was like they were all doable in my opinion, but they did suck.
Yeah.
And most of the time, if you got through it once, they would provide a shortcut, so you wouldn't have to do it again.
Yeah,
that's good game design.
Yeah, I like Fallen Order. That was cool.
Yeah, that was a fun game. Honestly, I dug it. I keep wanting them to in Galaxy's Edge sell the little what was the robot's name? Beepo or Beepo? Bip-pop?
Beepop?
Lobot?
Something?
Hip-hop.
What was his name? Not Dio. I keep calling it Dio, but that's from the new movie. Bip-bop. I don't remember what his name.
I'll look it up here. It was BD1.
BD1. That's what it was. Yeah. I want them to sell those in Galaxy's Edge, a little BD1 droid, but Galaxy's Edge is never going to open again anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I thought, hey, can I say, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but we went to Galaxy's Edge a little while ago. Yeah. Last time I was there, I saw the holocrons for sale, and I just thought, like, this is some fucking cheesy bullshit. And holocrons, like, what the fuck is this?
Expanded universe stuff.
I can put my Kyber crystal in here, get a special message. Ooh!
Yeah.
I was like, nice try, Disney. Then I played Jedi Fallen Order, and it was the exact same holocron in that video game. And suddenly I was like, fuck, now I want the holocron. And now that I have a personal connection with it, these bastards got me.
Yeah. You don't know who is in your crystal. Like, you don't know which Jedi or Sith you have in each crystal. And it's, like, that mystery is like, who could it be? Who could it be? I don't know.
They're not real.
I want one too.
There's no one actually in the crystal.
Well, they're in the chip, aren't they? Isn't that what? Well, I know.
Yeah, they're chipped. They're all chipped to be different voices from some Jedi or Sith.
Yeah, so like if you have a red one, like you don't know who. Do you have Darth Maul? Do you have Count Dooku? Do you have Darth Vader? You don't know.
At the time when I saw the holocron, I was like, they're really reaching, man. They'll try to sell you anything. These fucking guys got their hand in your pocket. But then they hooked me. I realized the special position Disney is in where they have control over everything. The holocron in the movie is the same holocron that's in the video game, is the same holocron you can buy at the park.
Yeah.
And when you get it just in one instance, it's like, this is lame. Why would I want this? But when you experience it across the whole swath of all the different medias, then they got me pretty smart, Disney.
Oh, yeah.
I have to hand it to you. You're pretty smart.
I said it before, but the reason I picked the game up, because I had too many other games to play, I'm like, I don't know if I'll get around to that. And Star Wars games don't have the best track record for me personally.
Yeah.
But then when Dr. Ryan was like, whoa, I built a lightsaber and it's literally 1-to-1 all the same parts as Galaxy's Edge, I went, whoop, and I drove down to the store. Got it immediately.
Yeah, I actually can't. I haven't found like the 1-to-1 parts for my lightsaber, and I don't think I care to. You know.
You know what though, Derek? It's pretty cool when you do.
Is it really?
I played cool too, and then when I found the exact parts, I'm like,
yeah. But at that point, the game's long over when you've hunted down all your lightsaber parts.
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
I really enjoyed the game, and I beat the story, and they're like, I'm gonna find all the treasures. That lasted for about 2 hours. I'm like, what do I care? I beat the game. I defeated the enemy.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have gone back, but I had found all my parts by the time I beat it. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, I guess we'll wrap it up here. I mean, we're at the 90-minute mark.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good podcast.
You know, I wanted to do 3 hours, but out of respect, we'll do it.
Okay. I had a couple more things to talk about, but I could save it for Thursday. I saw some movies, and
let's do a quick after show.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so we'll talk about, guys, if you know what, we always put the after shows on our archives channel. Just search on YouTube Mega64 Archives, and it's on there. So if you're watching this on YouTube, that's a great place to go to watch the after show. But we're going to do it here on Twitch in just a second. And I'm sorry we didn't get to the movie talk, but check out the after show. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I want to say before we go, I watched American Movie. All right.